Well, thank you for joining us this week on Great Outdoor Pursuits. We're out here with Mark Martin with his Ice Fishing Vacation School out of Linwood, Michigan. We're out here in the middle of Saginaw Bay, and we're teaching a lot of students and a lot of people exactly how Mark has grown to be who he is today, and the techniques that he's used to get him to where he is today, along with some of his pro staff. Mark, tell us a little bit about what we're doing out here and why you do this for all these people.
Well, you know, somebody had to take the time with me and show me how to do this, and I learned from multitudes of people all across the United States and Canada. You know, so I've been able to be privy to a lot of information coming from all over, from all great people, including all the pro staff I have right here. And we all share one interest, and that is to give back our knowledge that we've learned over our decades of doing things wrong. Eventually you figure out how to do them right. So we're showing the people our mistakes and how to, you know, to make them mistakes into positive fishing, so when they go out, they leave this school with the confidence they can set foot on any frozen body of water and catch fish.
Well, thank you, Mark. And we got a lot of action coming from Saginaw Bay right after this.
Great Outdoor Pursuits is brought to you by Shaheen Chevrolet, 632 American Road, Lansing, Michigan. We are a dedicated, hardworking team of men and women with a strong passion for the outdoors. We hunt and fish in all conditions to bring you the best outdoor adventures. The crisp bite of the morning frost, the distant gobble from a lonely tom, or the screaming drag from a monster salmon give us the constant adrenaline rush that is our Great Outdoor Pursuits. Sign up today for Gold Star Outdoors 2 Techno Hunt Archery Leagues, starting January 5th. You could win a new bow. From hunting, fishing, and trailers, Gold Star Outdoors 2 can take care of all your outdoor needs. Stop in and see us on M66 south of I-96 in Lake Odessa.
Giant selection, giant savings. It's a giant sale on GM certified used cars and trucks at Shaheen Chevrolet. Get this 2014 Impala Limited for just $14,900. Choose from Mid-Michigan's largest GM certified selection. Save on everyone, only at the Giant, Shaheen Chevrolet.
This segment is brought to you by Last Flight Waterfowl Taxidermy.
We didn't all learn all this stuff from ourselves. We learned and gleaned it from each other.
I only traveled across this ice 1 year, a few years back, with my spoons all in one box. And when I came back at the end of the day, I looked in there and it was lead and paint chips. So I said, I'm not doing that. So this is the way that I travel with my spoons and my gear. It does a great job. There's no chips or paint missing off of any of these lures. These boxes are here. I'm sure they're not expensive.
we're over here just off the Black Hole out on Saginaw Bay. We switched over to here yesterday, had a pretty good day. We weren't sure about the ice conditions over here because really nobody's been running around a whole lot because they've, you know, the bay's been sensationalized out here with it sounds like if you put your foot on the bay you're going to fall in. Well, that's not the case. It's being smart, understanding you know, what the conditions are, and you're looking for you know, if there are open water spots, you stay away from them and get information before you go out where they possibly could be, and then pay attention to the cracks. You know, if the wind switches, they're going to open up or they're going to close up. You know, and always remember where one closes up, that there's going to be one opening up somewhere else. So, you know, it's one of those things that you got to really pay attention on the bay. It's forever changing out here. Safety in my mind is, you know, more important than anything out here. You gotta, you know, like I tell people, if fish don't bite till you get here. You gotta get here, and you gotta do it safe to get here. Once you get here, we're fishing right now, and we found some cool ways to fish out here on the bay that probably surprised a bunch of people to hear about it. And a lot of guys were doing it yesterday and didn't really realize why they were doing it, but they had I don't think they realized how many other people were doing it too. And I kind of, you know, I'm kind of like, I got my rods, and you're seeing these in my rod holder here. They're not in the rod holder because I'm lazy right now. They're in the rod holder trying to attract fish in here. You know, I got one over here. Once in a while I reach over and hit that one. Don't have to do much. And they both got spoons on them with minnows. And with what I have on is, you know, right now I have them so they're one's just a little ways off bottom so I can see it at all times. In fact, there's a fish right there right now. Let's see if I can. When I take it out of the rod holder, I just pull it up just a little bit, because if I pull it out and drop it down, the fish will go. He disappeared, so I'll try pounding it on the bottom. Sometimes when I pound it on the bottom, I can attract them back in. We'll raise it up a little bit and just hold it there. But it seems like this year, the thing that's really been attracting these fish in is having a rod 4 to 5 feet off bottom, just sitting there and getting tapped once in a while. And they all of a sudden they're there. They're out because this water's so clean this year in this bay. They can see a long ways. They come from great distances, and boom, they're right up at 4 or 5 feet on that bait. I never see. Usually I see fish. They come through on the bottom. And they go up to the bait. Well, these things are just by the bait, so you know they're out in the basin here, and they see these presentations up really high. And set it back down again because I got a tendency to jig it too much and get it off the bottom a little more. And you don't want to jig it too much, but you want to jig it a little bit. So if there's two of you in a shack, you want to have one of your rods, whether just a plain, you know, slip bobber on it, or whether you got a spoon or a jig and Rapala, a buckshot rattle spoon, put it 4 or 5 feet off bottom and leave it in your rod holder while the other guy jigs just off the bottom just a little bit all the time. And it seems between the two combinations, if one guy wants to relax a little bit, eat a sandwich, he should have his rod in the rod holder while the other guy jigs. 10 minutes later, that guy wants to eat a sandwich, put it in the rod holder, put it 4 or 5 feet off bottom. And yesterday I ended up catching 11 fish, lost 5 other ones, and I was going right up until the time we left, and I didn't get here until probably 4:30 and start fishing. And really, I didn't really start fishing hard and serious until about 4:45. So in that amount of time, that's the kind of fishing that I had out here. It was you know, it was pretty spectacular. And then we had the meeting last night, and in that meeting I started to listen to everybody, because I do an analyzing of everything thing that's talked about, and I hear people talking about, oh, I caught them on dead rods, and I was jigging with another rod, and there was a father and son in the group, and they were using 4 rods in their great big tent, and 3, and they even realized if they were jigging 2 rods, they didn't see very many fish, and if they were only jigging 1 rod and had rods set up high, they seen more fish continually. And so they eventually went to 3 dead rods just suspended and 1 rod jigging, and they ended up with 5 fish. They said they should have had more, and I think that was the case with I would bet more than 60% of the class was doing similar things and didn't even realize they were doing it until we all talked about it. And that's the plus of the school, is we learn from everybody, and including the students, including the outdoor writers, including the pro staff. We all contribute to everything, and pretty soon you're able, by getting all this huge amount of information just lumped upon you, you're able to go and see what techniques are really working. And I think people should start thinking about putting a dead rod, especially in waters where you got real clear waters, not just Saginaw Bay, but when you're fishing walleyes, they're sight feeders. They can see from great distances, and so it just brings them in, kind of like pike spearing with decoys. You don't have decoy minnows. They're usually 1/2 to 3/4 up into the water column as you're spearing, so you're getting a visual from a longer distance away. And I think that's what's happening here. We're not using decoys, but I guess some people, you know, they're using nice emerald shiners about that big, and they're attracting them in, catching them that way. Spoons with minnows on, anything that's suspended high enough that they can see is bringing these fish in.
We are Fountain Exteriors, Lansing's roofing professionals. We guarantee the best price and solution for your home. We offer home energy audits to improve your home energy use. We are a family-oriented company, raising our families in the area and loving the Lansing community. Let the Fountain Exteriors team serve you. Fully licensed and insured, call Fountain Exteriors today for your free estimates. 517-646-8600.
Giant selection, giant savings. It's a giant sale on GM certified used cars and trucks at Shaheen Chevrolet. Get this 2014 Impala Limited for just $14,900. Choose from Mid-Michigan's largest GM certified selection. Save on everyone, only at the Giant, Shaheen Chevrolet. Giant selection, giant savings. It's a giant sale on GM certified used cars and trucks at Shaheen Chevrolet. Get this 2014 Chevrolet Captiva for just $14,900. Choose from Mid-Michigan's largest GM certified selection. Save on everyone, only at the Giant, Shaheen Chevrolet.
This segment's brought to you by Mystic Rods at mysticoutdoors.com.
My name's Eric Locke from Muskegon, Michigan. Been coming to Mark's fishing school for a few years, and learning different techniques on how to get these walleyes to come in. I caught this on a bloody nose moonshine with a 1/2 minnow.
Oh, catch that one right there.
He did.
Oh, geez, look at that.
Look at that.
Nice job. Great job. You got that, Mark? You want to help him get that out of the hole?
I can help him get that out of the hole. There we go. There. That's a dandy. There we go. Good job. Yeah, we came over here to help him, tune in his X5 Lowrance chirp, and we tuned it in, and while we were tuning it in, he had one, grab it, had one on, got it up under the ice, it came off. We got the thing tuned in, and Chris looked down and said, "There's fish all over your lure again." He missed a couple. I said, "Hit the bottom," and he hit the bottom, and had some more hits, and then he just was hitting the bottom again, and he got that real nice fish right there. Been seeing a few on the graph then?
Yeah, they've been coming through periodically. I had a little guy earlier, and so I just keep then changing it up. And
It seems like it's been an early morning bite, 8 to 10 or whatever, and now it's starting to pick back up for a bunch of people around here. So we figured get over here to Eric, and I can always count on you a lot of times because if you're seeing fish, you're catching them.
That 8 to 10 seems to be a pretty good hour, and so we're just gonna keep plugging away here, and it looks like there's a fish down there right now, by golly.
All right, we're on time. Work your magic.
Coming up. He's coming up.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe you got him there, Eric.
Here he comes.
I'm just kidding with you.
Almost hit the hole. He's a pretty good fish.
Yeah, he's a nice fish.
Oh, he's stuck.
Oh, no. Here, I got this. I can take this.
Stuck.
I can get it.
Yep, here he goes. Here he goes.
Oh, I can't believe it. I don't have a good hold on him. There, I got a good hold on him.
There's a dandy there.
There's a dandy.
That's what we came for here on Saginaw Bay.
There you go, Eric. Got him.
There you go. That's your nice Saginaw Bay walleye. There's probably about 23, almost 24 inches pushing. That's nice healthy fish, and but like I was saying earlier, they keep coming in, and some are really aggressive, some are just playing with it, and they aren't ready to hit. So what I've been doing is just change up colors. I changed this Wonder Bread Loco, this Glow Wonder Bread, just tipped with a minnow tail, and it's almost like bluegill fishing at times. They just come in and you're just kind of dancing them up, and they keep coming up, coming, and more often than not they'll smack it. So this one was interested in it, so.
Good thing we got him when he got stuck on the ice down there with the treble hook, but it looks like he's been in there, was hooked pretty darn good there.
Yeah, he wasn't coming off, but sometimes, yeah, you're right, Mark, with those treble hooks, they sometimes get caught on the edge of that ice hole, and sometimes they get off, but this one managed to get through, so.
Good job, Eric.
That's a dandy. So
that's a good one.
Hopefully we get a few more of these.
Well, for sure, give us a call when you start seeing fish again, and see if you can pull another miracle.
Yeah, I'm hoping the next one will be even bigger.
There you go. Positive.
Well, my name is Corey Yarmouth. I'm from the Illinois area. I'm a outdoor writer and communicator. I work with Mark Martin on his pro staff as far as the writing pro staff. So I'm out here helping out with teaching some of the students, as well as getting some good photographs, and in the meantime trying to catch some fish myself. Yesterday I was able to get my first Saginaw Bay walleye through the ice, so just out here having fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
That's my first Saginaw Bay walleye.
All right, that's a good one there, Corey.
Nice.
Get my hood off, but don't want to take off all my ice armor clothes here.
No, this, I tell you what, without this ice armor, I don't know where I would be. I finally retreated to put the shack up just to get a little bit out of the wind, and as soon as I did, you guys came along, I flipped over the shack, and you guys are my lucky charm, man. That's great.
We've been lucky.
I can't be more excited right now.
Well, great. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
There, nice Saginaw Bay walleye, and
look at the pretty colors.
Oh yeah, real healthy too. They're fat.
Perfectly hooked right through the top of the mouth.
Nice.
Beautiful. Mark puts on a really good school. Very organized, and teaches quite a bit of stuff. Last night, I'm sure everybody took away from dinner the conversation, what they learned, and what they need to do today to catch more fish. And I've put it to use this morning already, and haven't had any takers, but I've had some fish come up on the graph, and just enjoying myself. It's beautiful morning. It's a little chilly, but you know what? If the weather was perfect, then it wouldn't be fishing or wouldn't be hunting. So.
Hi, I'm Jeff Nedwick, outdoor writer here with Mark Martin's Ice Fishing Vacation School. My first time out here, actually, and lo and behold, we're out here after walleye, and I caught this nice lake trout. I got him on a jigging shad using a gulp minnow as the trailer instead of a regular minnow.
Riding real high, and I missed the ones on the bottom, so I brought my lure up, and sure enough, he ended up hitting. Brought him up, and nice little 15-16 inch walleye. First one ice fishing out here on the bay.
Awesome.
Thanks to Mark Martin's walleye class and all of his pro staff teaching us all the tricks of the trade.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
The very first walleye on Saginaw Bay. And the tips we showed you last night and talked about helped?
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Using the right bloody nose lure and yeah, he'll be good for the table.
Jigging shad wraps, jigging wraps, ultralight jigging wraps. These baits, when jigged, swim out away and then come back. So they make a circle as you jig them. And some days they want the vertical, some days they want the horizontal. And just keep trying until you figure out what they want that day. It's been mainly the spoons for me out here. I just put a fish on the ice, and so it's yeah, I think all the students are catching fish. Everybody's, I just had a tap. I think there's a fish down there. There he is. That's the way you do it. And that's how we do it on the bay. Beautiful Saginaw Bay walleye, jigged up on a spoon with a minnow head. Very, very subtle jigs, jigging strokes. We're not being very aggressive with the jig. It's, you want one just sitting and one just small jigs.
Yeah, you hit one of them new JD's jigging spoons I had picked up from Frank's. This guy is actually, thought he had a little, yeah, he's got a little scar on him there, but no, another typical 19-inch Saginaw Bay walleye. He came up and he actually took the dead stick, just like we were talking about last night. And then right as soon as I had picked him up, then this guy showed up, and he actually took it jigging down on the bottom. So I've had two other fish show up now, and they actually haven't really wanted nothing to do with the lure. So now it's like, okay, now do I change, or do I go back to what I was using?
Giant selection, giant savings. It's a giant sale on GM certified used cars and trucks at Shaheen Chevrolet. Get this 2014 Chevrolet Captiva for just $14,900. Choose from Mid-Michigan's largest GM certified selection. Save on everyone, only at the Giant, Shaheen Chevrolet.
Massive Mineral Mix is a special blend of trace minerals and nutrients, irresistible to get. Is your buck getting his massive? Get bigger, get massive. Check them out online for a location nearest you. www.massivemineral.com.
Thank you for joining us this week on Great Outdoor Pursuits. We're glad you could tag along with us the last few weeks. We got all new episodes coming your way starting next week, and here's a little taste to get you fired up.
Dude, we just smoked a giant. Dude, I'm stoked. That's one of the biggest bucks I've seen out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the drought is over.
Woo! Woo! Oh, everything just worked out so good. I can't believe it happened.
That was a giant. That was an amazing podcast.
First one of the year. First one ever. I am
I am pumped.
Jonah tipped over his can call 2 times and this deer came on a string. Right to the base of that tree.
What a year!